In 2016, they released Faeria, an innovative card game where players create the board as they play. Now, Abraham is back with Roguebook, a new roguelike deck builder game based in the Faeria universe. The best. Wait, what? Hey, guys, what the hell is a roguelike deck builder?
So a roguelike is an adventure game in general where the content is going to be randomly generated. The second thing about roguelike is that this is permanent, so whenever you die you have to start all over again. But that's fine, since the content is randomly generated, so the dungeons, the enemies and the items you get will be different each time you're going to play. Then what's a deck builder? It's totally different. A deck builder is a card game in which you're going to build a deck as you play and not as something you would do outside of the game itself. So a roguelike deck builder is simply the combination of those two things, and we believe it's really interesting.
The earliest example of a roguelike deck builder can be said to date all the way back to 1997. The game was called Chandelar, based on Magic the Gathering. While not exactly a roguelike, it hinted at possibilities that modern roguelike deck builders have only discovered recently. With its unique mix of adventure and deck building, Chandelar set the stage for a genre of games that hadn't really been explored before.
So the Chandelar creators had no idea actually that they were making a roguelike deck builder back in the days. We've had to wait a decade or two even before seeing new execution of what we believe deck builders are. And this has been first in the form of Dream Quest and more recently also in the form of Slay the Spire. Slay the Spire has been something really huge for us at the studio, and we believe that they got the mix of roguelike and deck builders really right, and we see actually in this game the start of a whole new genre in which we would like to participate and bring something new.
Okay, so you're making just another Slay the Spire clone?
No, really. I think Slay the Spire is an amazing game, but to a large extent it's just showing how good this combination of genres is. It's definitely not the only amazing game to be made here. There's so much space in that mix to try out new ideas, different concepts, new cards. For me and many others, I come from a PvP card game background. I've played a lot of Magic, a lot of Hearthstone, a little bit of Yu-Gi-Oh! And the thing all of these share is since they're designed for multiplayer, they do not play well solo. There are attempts made with AI opponents to try this, and they just don't really work as well because they weren't designed for it. So I had sort of dismissed solo card games. I didn't think they would be as interesting. But Slay the Spire really proved me wrong there. It shows that if you make the game from the ground up and design for it, you can get the same kind of rich tactical decisions, same depth, same fun moments as in a PvP card game.
So what do you bring to this new genre?
Well, obviously we're going to bring the universe of Faeria, because it's a universe we've been working on for years now, and it's very complete. The very concept of the Roguebook is this, actually. It's a book, an evil book, filled with all the legends and stories of Faeria. And so in Roguebook, the players will be able to incarnate very famous characters from Faeria, such as Shara or Cypher, and they're going to be able to travel in famous environments, like Silent or the Temple of Gabria, for example.
The game will have a foundation of 4 distinct pillars. 1. A dual hero system, pushing strategy and card sequencing a step further. 2. A gem socketing system, giving you the ability to craft your own cards and shape the gameplay the way you like. 3. A rich overworld. As the player, you will explore a rich, randomly generated world with a deeply interactive story system. 4. Strong persistence. Find pages of the Roguebook scattered throughout each adventure that can upgrade your starter deck and starting relic. Unlock new gems, new cards, new enemies, new random events, new NPCs, etc.
Abraham is so excited about this project that we have already got a working prototype that will be available to Kickstarter backers. As you can see, we got our map here. You can pick up relics or do other things in the outgame, and you can go in-game and fight some monsters.
It's so elegant as well, the comboing. You can really do all the fun stuff from deck building and deck builder games, like drawing loads of cards, like sequencing loads of cards together to get combos off. That's one of the beauties of the genre, and it's really captured in this game. But right now, I think this game's absolutely fantastic. But given it doesn't look great, right? It actually looks pretty decent to me. I would still play it like this, but
Of course, it's just a prototype, and that's actually why we're here. We need your help to transform this early prototype into a great single-player game with all the polish it deserves. That's cool because we have characters that the players are going to incarnate, so it's going to be more immersive than the small tokens in Faeria. We want to make the game epic, beautiful and immersive. We want it to look like Faeria, but even better.
Epic. I like that.
Beautiful world, great storytelling, these are really important to a game, but so is its gameplay. A game lives and dies by how good its mechanics are, and the entire team has spent a lot of time working on Faeria, so we have a lot of experience making card games. And even Richard Garfield thinks Faeria is a great game. That's something I am amazingly happy about. So one thing we learned is that community feedback is really important. It doesn't matter how good a designer you think you are, getting the community involved is always going to be helpful. In Faeria we have the Vanguard program. It's a volunteer group. They get to see cards early, they get to have feedback, talk to the devs. It has been super useful working on the expansions. In Roguebook, we would do something similar because working together with the community is definitely the best way to get a great product and the product people want.
All right then, it seems like you guys know what you're talking about.
With 10 years' experience in making games, Abraham has already successfully developed one complete card and strategy game with Faeria. With over 1 million downloads and an 86% score rating on Steam for Faeria, Abraham is ready to work on a new game. With Roguebook, it will also be their second Kickstarter.
Right, so what's the plan?
Well, that's simple. We need to raise $60,000 to make our first goal a reality, and that's to transform the existing prototype into a fully realized, beautiful game. If we make it a bit further, we can do things like add another hero to the game, add more stories you'll encounter. If we can make it to 200,000, we can even have Team 4-Star provide voice acting for the game, as they've already begun with Faeria.
Hell yeah!
This is gonna be great.
Not great. Epic.
Right, epic. Yeah, so the next step...
Okay, plenty more cool stuff, we got it. But you haven't mentioned the most important thing. What about yaks?
What about them?
Well, those cute fuzzy creatures I saw in Faeria. Fuzzy things are truly epic. Will there be yaks?
Will that be?
Yeah. If we hit 1 million, we'll do a yak level.
1 million.
Yep. And we'll adopt a yak.
Okay, now I'm in. Let's finish this. Abraham presents Roguebook, the epic roguelike deck builder with yaks.
Oh yeah, there's something else. Every pledge will grant instant access to the alpha version, so you can play right now.